Thanks for choosing Premier Scene. I'm William McLaughlan. I'm here on day 2 of the 56th BFI London Film Festival. Tonight we're going to talk to the cast and crew of Wasteland. Could you tell me a little bit about the film and how you got involved in working on it?
It was cool. I went to meet Rowan and read some scenes, and he asked me to do it. So I said, yeah. Gerard.
This project has been around for like 5 or 6 years, and I met him years ago for it, and then it kind of went away, and then the next minute I got a call saying they got the backing, the finance, and they were ready to go. Do you want to do it? I'm like, yeah.
And is there something particularly exciting for you guys as young British actors to work on a project that's maybe more akin to the kind of Hollywood film rather than a normal British film? It's a super cool looking project, really exciting. That's what I want to go and see at the cinema. Is that a big pull for you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think Rowan definitely had for a first time kind of writer-director, I think he had a big ambition to kind of make an exciting film, and I think he's achieved that, hopefully. And with Stuart, who shot the film, I think it looks amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it, so all the comments that you're saying about it are like, oh right, really? I hope that kind of lives up to what you're saying.
Yeah, obviously I've just done my research and sort of been watching the trailer and stuff, and I'm getting really excited about it. It's the sort of thing that I want to go and see. Yeah. Is there anything specifically in the film that stood out for you guys as actors in terms of performance or moments that occurred?
Well, I had 3 days sat with Timothy Spall in the police interview room. And I'd never sort of sat in a room with one person for 3 days before in my life, probably. So that was a pleasure and a real honour to work with such a great actor and lovely bloke. So yeah, it was great. That was good.
I got set on fire.
You did get set on fire.
I got set on fire, and then I got chucked in a bucket full of water at 3 in the morning. Well, it was like a pool, wasn't it? Not a bucket.
I definitely want to see it.
I'd never done that before. That was fantastic, but cold, but hot as well. Oh, and things.
It was everything at once.
Yeah.
You're a group of friends in this movie. That's the focus of the characters. How do you gel with the other actors in such a short space of time?
It's hard because I hated all of them, so it was tough. No, the thing that was so easy about it was the fact that everyone was so wicked, and that's what. Because a lot of times, that kind of camaraderie and that chemistry, you can't really fake a lot of that. So it is kind of crucial that you all get along, and we really did. I mean, I'm from Leeds, and obviously it being set in East Yorkshire town, everyone sort of came up, and I remember I had a poker night at my house that Luke and Ewan came to, and Gerard came straight up to go and watch a Leeds Rhinos game in the pub with me and my mates, and just really quickly trying to have a few beers really together and just really get loose with each other and just have a good time. And it was so easy with this bunch of lads. We were all in it, together. Quick, really tough short shoot with a shoestring budget. We were all in it together, and yeah, it was wicked. Everyone just knuckled down, and the friendships that you see on the screen are very real.
And is there something particularly exciting for you as a British actor, making a British film that people like me can go and see, and there's maybe something we can identify to there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was, all the locations that we shot in were places that I know. I've got mates who live in those kind of places, and it was very. I thought that Rowan, the writer and director, he's from Barnsley, so he grew up in a similar environment, and it was very much, it was a very real representation of these people, and we really wanted to show that as much as possible, and being a Leeds lad and stuff, and yeah, a British lad, I wanted to try and really convey that kind of less Hollywood style of British society today, and a more believable one. It's not all gangsters and stuff trying to kill each other in gang wars and that. There's just people that are just trying to make the best of what they got, and that's really what this film's about.
And obviously you've got a lot of experience from the Harry Potter franchise. What does that kind of background give you as an actor when you're working a smaller production like this?
It was quite a difference, absolutely, but I don't know. I really enjoyed the whole process. I mean, you feel like you're involved from start to finish because it's not as much a big machine. It's more like everyone's just there working for each other. Everyone's got to do their bit. If a bit of costume isn't right, you can't just rely on the costume guys because they've got a ton of actors to try and work around, and there's only one of them, and you think, right, well, I'm going to have to take the responsibility myself, and everyone's just sort of looking out for one another. And yeah, it's a much more involving process when it's such a low budget flick like this. But I think that really shows in the outcome because it just shows how much effort everyone's put in to try and make it as good as possible. Everyone arrives in the morning ready to do 110%, which is great.
Your career's really taken off. I was wondering how you're feeling and what sort of stuff you're working on.
Well, this is my first movie, so we're just so proud that it's done, you know, it's got such a buzz about it already, and we had the best time in Leeds ever, and the boys are amazing, and Rowan is just remarkable. It's his first movie as well, so it's such a pleasure to work with somebody where we were both in the same boat, really. Just the way of working was so lovely, because it was his script and his movie, and everyone was behind him as a filmmaker. So it's different when you've got sort of a hierarchy of massive producers sort of wading in and having their say. Everyone was a proper team, and everyone was so happy on set. And Stuart, the cinematographer, is totally wonderful. But I'm feeling, I just feel so lucky to have worked with such great people, particularly on this. So I don't know, people ask me that all the time recently, and I'm like, oh, am I doing well? I don't even know. I'm just doing what I do and what I love doing, and have lucky enough to play great parts and learn from a lot of amazing actors, including Luke and Timothy and Gerard and everybody here. So, and as the only girl in the movie, I also felt very lucky, because, you know, it's very much as a boys' film, but I feel like the character of Nicola is very much the heart of it. You know, she's the sort of, you know, they're really in love with each other, and I hope it's, you know, people can identify with the relationship a lot, because it's a very universal thing to sort of been torn apart at a totally wrong moment when they were just about to get engaged and make a life together, and then this horrible thing happened to him, and how you piece that together, and how she continues that with him, I think is hopefully really interesting. See what you think of it.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It looks really exciting. Obviously, we do all our research, and I was finding out about your experience with the Bristol Old Vic and Lambda and stuff. I wondered if you ever felt it was sort of touch and go in terms of acting, and how you made these opportunities for yourself.
Yeah, well, I always thought I would train, always. And I tried when I was 17, and they said, you're too young, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? I feel so old, and I feel ready. But of course I wasn't, and so I went travelling for a year, and went all around Africa by myself, and Asia, and I came back and I just understood what they mean, and I feel like, for example, to play this role, I don't think I could have played it at 19 years old, you know? I feel, being 24 now, it's just... these kind of roles you just understand with more life experience. So I came home, went to university, did English, did loads and loads of plays with the theatre company there, and always planned to train, and then got into Lambda. And by total chance, really, somebody who taught Emily Blunt at school recommended me to this agent, who is here, and he's like my life, and everything, means everything to me, and he's just the best. Roger Charles, his name is, and he took me on and said, look, I think you're ready, and I said, well, I don't know, I want to train. And then I was very, very lucky to have got been offered. I went in for an audition, and a wonderful director called David Thacker, who was sort of famous or renowned for doing all Arthur Miller's world premieres, and he offered me 3 plays in a row. So I thought, do I do Lambda, or do I do 6 months with him doing an Arthur Miller play, an Ibsen play, and a Shakespeare play? I just said, oh fuck it, I'll do that. I shouldn't swear. But that's what I thought. So I was very lucky, and then been so lucky to haven't been out of work yet, and I don't know why that is. I just hope that I carry on learning, and feel lucky to work with such great people like Ben Whishaw and Harriet Walter and John Hurt, you know, and these people are just, I've dreamed of it my whole life, so I pinch myself all the time.